And we are live. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
And
Hello.
welcome to our episode 8 of Your Next Chapter with me,
Yes.
Ariane, and two of my colleagues here from our business community, Coach Joseph and Coach Mildred. Hello, guys. How are you?
Hi. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday,
Happy Wednesday.
everybody.
Yes, it's the middle of the week.
Yes.
Yeah. And we're
Amazing
showing up
day.
here.
Mhm.
Right. So today our topic for our episode 8 is the digital wave is here. Are you riding it or watching it? Yeah, and very interesting topic because because a lot of us are already in the online space, right? Even us. But don't worry, this is not an episode wherein we're going to sell you anything. We're not going to sell you anything. This is just like a regular episode wherein we'll discuss about online businesses in general. So why people should not be scared of, going online, trying to explore online opportunities, and how can they really maximize this amazing tool, right? So before anything else, let's just quickly introduce ourselves. So just I'll just start and then I'll hand it over to you guys. So hello guys, my name is Ariane and I'm a Filipino immigrant based here in Windsor, Ontario, Canada with my husband and two kids. Been here in Canada since 2022, but I've been an IT programmer for more than 15 years now. So I've been in the business for 2 years and I'm loving it here. I'm meeting these amazing people here. Right? So go ahead, Tia Joseph. Introduce
Yes,
yourself.
thank you so much, Ariane. So, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to all of you. My name is Joseph. I'm from Hamilton, Canada. I am a retired IT professional from the banking industry. I have a wife and two young adults. I am also a financial coach, a financial advocate. At the same time, very proud digital business owner, as I am very proud to be here with my co-host, Coach Mildred and Ariane. So, on to you, Coach Mildred.
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. Yes, this is Mildred. I am in Ontario, Canada. I am a mom. My faith keeps me grounded. I love to travel and explore the world, and I'm adventurous. And now I was able to retire early, and now I'm a CEO of my own digital business. And I just wanted to make sure, okay, we have to share it in our personal pages. I did it.
You
So
did it.
welcome here, guys. It's so great to see you all again.
Mhm.
Hello, coaches. Yeah.
But,
So
but sorry,
now,
let's not forget. Let's not forget. What do we do on this digital business? What can Ariane? Can you answer that? What do we actually
That's right. What
do?
do we do?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, here in in our business in particular.
In our business, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, in our business in particular, we do high ticket affiliate marketing here. We teach you all of the tools, training, everything you need to know about how you're going to run this business. And you are also given a mentor and a coach and the community so that you will not never do this alone. This online business, right?
amazing. Yeah. Look at us. Three different people from three,
Oh,
different backgrounds. We never met each other before. And now here we're like family. And
yes.
that's what I love it. That's why I love about it. Yeah.
All right. Okay, diving into our topic for today, let's flash it here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you riding it or watching it? So if
Yeah.
probably you are scared of exploring opportunities online, or maybe you're already looking at a lot of content creators in your social media feeds, 'di ba? And you're thinking, parang gusto ko rin gawin to. Right? Mga ganyan. So how are they really earning from their social media, from the online space? So maybe,
Mm-hmm.
just tune in because maybe you'll get an idea from this podcast, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we know that to start this, we know that the world has drastically changed in the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
And the social media, the technology space, sobrang nag-grow. It's grown exponentially.
Yes.
And it's now different, the way we work, the way we earn, and even when we think about security. It's not the same anymore as like 5 years ago or 10 years ago. And if you've ever wondered whether the digital space could be a part of your next chapter, your next chapter of your life, ayan, this session is definitely for you. So I'm gonna show our audience here a couple of photos. Actually, kinuha ko lang to. Parang tinake ko lang yung photo when I was attending a virtual summit
Mm-hmm.
regarding technology. So
Mm.
just to give an idea about AI and tech and how it's
Mm-hmm.
grown exponentially in the past few years.
Yes.
Ayan. So, may background
Super
pa ng bahay.
intelligence.
Yeah. So, look at the date. So, it says 2025 to 2035. So,
Wow.
this is, I think this was presented by Peter Diamandis, who is an active investor in the tech industry. Tapos they are consolidating this information for to present to people so that people are aware that this is what's happening in the technology space. So nandun siya sa tech and investment space. Yan.
Mm-hmm.
So it says here the rise of digital superintelligence. AI will be the most powerful tool for creating value in every part of the supply chain. Dito nga supply chain pa yung nakalagay. But I
Yeah.
think, AI has been like dominating na,
Yeah.
different industries
Yes. Yes.
already. Ayan. And then here's another one. Oh, yeah. Let's go to the first one. Reason one. So as you can see here, the graph, computation meaning the data that's processed in the, CPUs, yung mga, ano natin, computers. Yeah, it's doubling every 2 years. So from
Wow.
2022, yan. Let's just not look at the numbers kasi naman, no? May billion, trillion, no?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just concentrate on the graph from 1970 to 2020, how it's grown.
Wow.
And another one here is, ayan, global data. So, ganyan kadami. Zettabyte ng, ngayon ko nga lang nalaman.
Global data.
It's what it's called, zettabyte. So, ganyan kadami. And they're projecting it at 2,142 zettabyte by 2035. Pero look at the historical data from 2010 to 2025. And
Mm.
then from 2025 to 2035, kung gaano siya mag-grow. So,
Wow.
yeah,
Amazing.
this information, people are like maybe shocked or surprised or maybe getting scared, 'di ba? If they
Yeah.
see it, it was parang nasa parang if I were them, no, ang tanong ko is, nasa na ako doon? If I haven't like explored, the tech space or AI or even
Mm-hmm.
my social media pages, hindi ko na-explore ano bang meron, analytics and all, parang magugulat ka na in 2035, nasaan na ako doon sa scene na yun. So this episode is to educate people, to inform people that they shouldn't be scared because AI and technology are just tools. Like, we're still humans. Hindi tayo mapapalitan na 100% ng AI. And that's why we have to really adapt, right? So, having that information, that data we presented,
Mm-hmm.
do you think adaptability is now more important than stability? Why and why not?
Ay,
Sige.
nako. There's so much you can say about that. You know what?
Yes.
No, because I'm here listening to you, right? Both of you are in IT. You have been exposed to this for years. But somebody like me, who's not really tech savvy,
Hmm.
and there's a lot of us, right? And I'm sure a lot of our viewers will also resonate with that. And iba. So, from my stand, if I may share, from my point of view, it's like if you have not really delved on anything about this at all, it may seem overwhelming, right? It may seem overwhelming. So I want to encourage everybody because, like you, I was not tech savvy. I was not tech savvy at all. I just learned this in the past few years. But the reality is, the digital world is our new reality, right? Because all around us, technology drives everything: how we work, how we shop, right? How we communicate and even learn. Whether we like it or not, it's just, everything is becoming digital. Lahat. From banking, we know that. Banking, we have online banking, right? To healthcare, to business. So that's why um, we have to adapt, because those who adapt will stay relevant and they will learn more. But if you do not adapt, what's going to happen is you get left behind. That is the number one reality, right? And knowing that opportunities are already everywhere, if you know where to look. But the basic reality is to get over that hump. To
Mm.
get over that hump. Tama ikaw, Ariane, yung sinabi mo na is a reality. But for people like me and for others who are not really tech savvy, parang, oh my gosh, wait a minute. AI, artificial intelligence, chat GPT, all of this technology, where do I even start? Right? So yun. And that is why I am so blessed that you, we are together because kayo tech savvy. So I'm also learning a lot from you. So kailangan talaga ngayon, we have to be open and learn, 'di ba? Because it's about lifelong learning. Lifelong learning talaga is our new currency. That's just the way it is. If you stop learning, that's it. You stagnate, and then what happens? You start deteriorating. We don't want to do that, right? So ito 'yun. 'Yun ang start ko, 'di ba?
Thank you, Coach. Yan. Shoutout lang kay Ella. Shoutout po natin si Ella. Hi, Ella.
Ella, Ella!
Hello,
Thanks for
Ella.
being here with us. Ayan. Sige,
Great to see you,
Kuya
Ella.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yan. Sige, for you, Kuya Joseph.
Yeah. So for me, so I'd like to just add on to what Coach Mildred said, right? So
Mm,
you said it right when it comes to adaptability. We all have to adapt, and that's also part of the learning process, right? So
mm,
to me, to be honest with you, um, the this question about adaptability and stability, there's no question adaptability is more important. No question. Because things are evolving around us, right?
yes.
Industries are evolving, jobs are disappearing,
Yes.
new opportunities emerge, right? So we have to adapt quickly by learning, unlearning, and relearning, right? So we have to stay above the curve kind of thing.
Mm,
Pero Coach Milk,
mm,
I like what you said, because you're saying that some people are not tech savvy,
yeah.
but you know what? The number one goal of us technologists, engineers, is to make things easier for
Mm,
people to adapt,
mm,
right?
yeah.
So there is that connection when it comes to the mindset. Because to me, the mindset's very important
Mm.
towards what you're saying. Now we have
Mhm,
to adapt, yes, but that's mindset. That's mindset. Kasi nga, if you put your mind on the adaptability, it will just take you there, parang automatically, right? Kasi nga, a good analogy is you're using a cell phone, right? A smartphone, right? And so you're learning how to use your smartphone. And smartphone is the technology that was built by technologists or engineers. Diba? So that's exactly why the iPhone it really emerged. Tsaka naging ano siya, even the smartphone like Android. That's why, because they became smartphones, not just cell phones. They become smartphones, and people adapted to use them and learn how to use them. Right. So to me, adaptability fuels growth. Right. It fuels growth, but stay. What is it? Stability stability is stability without adaptability, it's called stagnation, right? So that's why to me adaptability is very, very important. We have to adjust to what's going on around us, and those people that don't want to adapt or adjust, they will struggle. But if the mindset, like what you have, Coach Mildred, if you have the right mindset, you will overcome them. You will overcome those hurdles. So that's my answer. But Ariane, what about you?
Yeah, I love what you said, Kuya. What the stability without adaptability is stagnation. Yes,
Yes.
that's so beautiful. Kasi, di ba, the world changes so fast nowadays. The industries, Coach, you're muted. Coach Mildred. Yeah. Industries are evolving, and then we know that the tech advances almost overnight, like laging may nababago. Even when I'm like launching an ad campaign, like it's like every time that I do it, there's something new, a new option in in Meta. and and what's stable today can actually disappear tomorrow, 'di ba? So that's why being adaptable is very important because it keeps you relevant and open to new opportunities,
Mm.
right? So that's very important nowadays. So speaking about being adaptable, since the technology is ever evolving, it's changing so fast, what economic factors make the diversification and digital income streams more essential? Doon na tayo magja-jump sa being in the online space. Ayan. Ano ba yung mga economic factors na yan? And what's affecting it, the digital income streams now?
Ikaw muna, Ariane, go ahead.
Coach, nawawala ka, Coach. We can't hear you. Ikaw muna, Kuya Joseph, habang nag-aayos ng mic si Coach Mildred.
What factors? What factors you talking about, right?
Yes, yes. What
Oh,
economic factors make diversification and digital income streams more essential? Parang why is it important na people, try to learn and explore being in the online space now?
to me, really, what's really important, or what economic factor would be is, for people that are not taking advantage of the opportunity that they have today with what's the changes that are happening within them, right? Because say if they don't take that opportunity, eventually it will catch up to them, right?
Mm.
So economic factors like, it could be it could be the new technology, right? Or it could be the economy itself, how it's behaving lately with the market conditions, right?
Mm.
Because those factors will affect you down the road if you don't stay ahead of them in a way that you are trying to be, what do you call this, assertive in such a way for your future, right? So to me, it really really is important na you cannot just think inside the box. You have to think outside of the box, kind of thing, right? Kasi maraming ang nangyayari na changes, maraming mga negative changes. Tapos when you hear those negative changes from the news, the media, it affects your thinking, it affects your mindset, it affects your individual person as a whole. How do you want to proceed in life? Parang ganun, parang you're being put down in a way, right? Kaya we really have to have a really good mindset to overcome some of these economic factors. Lalo na yung, like I said, about the economy. To me, there's always timing for everything, right? Even this digital business. I was looking at this digital business since 2010, and I couldn't find one that suits me. Sure, I tried different ones, Amazon FBA, Etsy, right? Drop shipping. I tried those and didn't work out because to me, there was a lot of logistic problems, right? But in 2023, when I found this digital business, it was like night and day. And I kind of saw the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, oh my gosh, I didn't think that this business, this gold mine existed, right?
Mm.
So to me, there's also a timing for everything on top of the economic factors. So to me, yes, economic factors plays a big role, but you are responsible for your own destiny, right?
Yes,
So you
yes,
just have to make sure that you continue to be assertive, aggressive, and resourceful uh,
yes.
towards life.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Coach Mildred, are you there?
Mute.
No. Maybe you can like go off for a bit and then come back.
Yeah, nakamute. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, still muted. Oh. Yeah, there.
Nothing.
Oh, still muted.
Maybe you
What
can
is-
close the window first and then just go back. Yeah, leave the screen.
Sign
Yeah.
language. Sign language.
Ayan, it happens, guys. Because this is live, right? Ayan, shoutout muna tayo. Ayan, kay Ella. Haha, present ako scheduling. Wow! Good job, Ella.
Wow.
Good
Yes,
job.
good job.
Hi, Kuya Larry.
Hello,
Hello.
Kuya Larry. Thank you so much for watching.
Ayan, you become a dinosaur if you don't keep up. Yes, yes.
Yes, that's true. I like that.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I think so. I can relate to this. Like, I think this is why I already, decided to start a business like this, because I told myself I don't want to be programming, for many many years, because I have to learn every time. Like, there's something new,
Ku-
so
Yeah, no, Kuya Larry is also a business
I.
analyst. Business analyst.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay,
So we can talk
can
forever.
relate.
Three of
Yeah.
us. But yung ano mo, yung programming, it's very logical, right?
Yes. Yes. I think that's why I thought na um I set a limit to myself that when I'm 40 years old or 50 years old,
Hmm.
I'll stop working on that and just concentrate on the business. Hello, coach, are you there? Wala. Maybe it's your mic.
Yeah, maybe it's the mic.
Yeah, try to go to the icon beside the link, the browser that's above. Maybe it was accidentally blocked. No, I'm not sure. If you can probably restart. I can't understand, coach.
Sign language.
Yeah, you can just join in again. Restart first
Yeah,
para
just
reset.
rejoin the
Yeah.
uh ano ba to?
And then
Rejoin the
just catch up.
yeah. Go ahead. Just rejoin. But Ariane, one more thing that I also
Yes.
thought about is really about the uh, what do you call this? The job market, right? So the
Mm,
economic factors could be like companies that might be cutting on their staff members or cutting expenses, and
yeah.
normally when they cut expenses, typically it's the laborers, right, gets cut. So to
Mm,
me, that's why we have to be diversifying our income, is because we can't rely on our jobs, because our jobs, we're just a number to a company, right?
yes.
So we can get laid off, or get the what do you call it, the pink, ano ba yun? Pink paper, ano?
Big
pink
slip.
pink slip pink slip, and you'd be out of a job, right? Kaya we
Yes.
have to be resilient, and we have to be resourceful, and also, like I said, being assertive in a way so that we can be predicting our future more for ourselves.
Hello,
Coach,
coach.
wala pa rin. What happened? Siguro,
May napindot
yeah,
ka sa
yeah, for sure, for sure. I think
may
so.
key ka na napindot. Check the speakers na icons dyan sa keyboard.
Yeah, nasa keyboard yon. May mute yung keyboard mo, or F10 maybe? Well, depends eh. Depends on which ano kasi,
Yeah.
depends on which laptop.
On the model. Yes.
Function F10 or something? Function F10 or something or meron siyang symbol sa
Ang
keyboard.
speaker.
Mic, the mic. Hindi kaya nasa set. Baka it could be on the setting din on your your StreamYard. Kasi you can mute yourself.
Yeah. Or maybe baka may naka-connect na Bluetooth something.
Maybe,
So,
yeah.
sa ibang output na pupunta, coach. Have you restarted your laptop?
Yeah, try that too.
Sabi niya she'll try that.
Hmm.
We're,
Okay.
we're lip reading.
O ikaw naman ang sumagot. Ikaw naman ang
Yes,
sumagot.
yes, to continue. So, ano nga yung question natin? Ayan, what economic factors make diversification in digital income streams more essential today? I think people are wanting to move to the online space kasi well, usual na reasons yung rising cost of living, 'di ba kuya? Rising cost of living, inflation, dati naman na yang nandyan eh. But now kasi the difference is there are a lot of opportunities not just in our, physical space, yung areas, but even in the virtual space.
Hmm.
So hindi lang yung pag-explore ng mga tao, hindi lang doon sa local nila. Pumupunta na rin sila sa virtual, sa online to look for other opportunities. And because of those reasons, the rising cost of living, inflation, market competition, sabi mo nga, yung mga companies na nagle-lay off, di ba? It's pushing the families to explore smarter ways to earn.
Yeah.
And even before, like sabi ko nga sa mga sa mga kwento ko rin before about my personal experience when I was starting in my career. One income source isn't really enough for a family. Kasi sa sobrang mahal na ng mga bilihin, sa daming responsibilities, tapos may mga gusto ka pang bilhin, yung mga wants, gusto mo mag-travel and all. That's why digital income streams are becoming essential nowadays. Kasi din, madali siyang gawin. It's flexible eh. 'Di ba? And it's essential for growth kasi sabi nga natin, inevitable yung AI and pag-grow ng technology or technological advances. So, yan. Yun yung aking sagot. Wala pa rin si Coach Mildred. Ako sabi ni Kuya Larry daw, on the Mac, it's FNF8.
Yeah, no, she's using Windows.
Can you hear me now?
Yes!
Oh my God!
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! Praise the Lord! I rebooted. I had to restart. Oh my gosh. That's it. I told you. I'm so glad I have my two IT experts here.
No touch. No touch.
I'm not touching anything. Oh my gosh. Okay, where were you? Oh my God. I have so much to share
Sabi
there.
ni Kuya Larry, promoting awareness on the online opportunities. Yes. So we're answering this, Coach, the second question.
What economic factors make diversification and digital income streams more essential today? Okay, so to do that in like simple language, ano ba yan? Anong ibig sabihin
Coach,
nun, right?
nawawala ka naman.
So, is this it? Okay, if I
Slow
ano?
slow ang internet. Sorry, can you repeat
Can you hear
it?
me though?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so economic factors kasi parang highfalutin words na yun eh. To make it simple language, what economic
It's like
factors make
it's like
diversification?
inflation, the rising cost of living, how does it affect, the
Yes.
family now? That's why they're looking for opportunities outside of their local.
I know, right? Because tama ba tong answer na to? Because the reality is rising cost of living, di ba? Tama ba yun?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So, lahat, everything from groceries. Ngayon lang, I had to gas up, right? I had to gas up coming back home. I had to gas up. Tapos, yung mortgage mo, or yung rent mo, or yung travel, everything costs more. So, if you just rely talaga on one source of income, it's really not enough anymore. So,
Yes.
having a digital income stream helps bridge that gap and gives extra financial breathing room. That's the reality. And the reality, because we know this, right? Because you're in your job, in your work environment, employment, and there's so much job instability and layoffs
Mm.
happening right now. And
Mm.
the world is very unstable, right?
Yes.
So we see that happening. So no longer can we see yung secure jobs that you go into a job and expect to be there until you retire when you're
Yes.
60 or 65. That is not the norm now. So the norm now is really because a lot of companies are, number one, downsizing. Anong ginagawa nila? They're doing automation also. So
Mm.
that means they rely more on robots. It's less expensive, right?
Mm.
More economical. Um, and
More
then
efficient. More efficient.
outsourcing. What's that?
More
More efficient.
efficient.
That's right. Outsourcing as well.
Mm.
So a digital side income really provides some stability
Mm.
and backup security,
Yes.
right? When your traditional job becomes uncertain. Those are
Yes.
some of the factors, right? Tapos the
Yes.
global economy is changing. You know,
Mm.
what happens here or what happens in China affects us. What happens in Europe affects the US, affects us. Everything. And
Ye-
the markets really are very unpredictable.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Absolutely.
prices keep going up, but the salaries often don't. Salaries stay put, same place.
Mm.
So you gotta invest really time and effort into multiple income streams, right?
Yes.
So
And
to help you
I'll
in the
cite
ups
the
and downs.
example nga, coach, during the global health crisis, 'di ba?
Mm.
Like we
Yes,
we really thought that we're in a stable job, you know.
yes.
So nalaman lang natin noon na even if we are so skilled at what we
Mm-hmm.
do, kahit gaano
Mm-hmm.
pa tayo kagaling, if
Yes,
the company is the one that's struggling,
yeah,
we can be easily let go. So
right. Nobody is indispensable now.
yes.
Nobody. You
Yeah.
cannot rely on your skills, on your education. It does not guarantee you a job, that a
Yes.
secure job, right? So that's why right now, more than ever, freedom and flexibility really matters more, right?
Yes.
People want to take control of their time, their lifestyle. Ano ba
Yes.
yung oras mo, lifestyle? I just came back from a week up north. Oh my God. I'm telling you, it's just wonderful. The
Yes.
freedom I have. I was there for a week, and we were just enjoying the fall colors. Going from one small town to the other, just enjoying nature, right? And if I didn't have this extra income, I won't be able to afford that because,
Mm.
of course, anything you do, whatever you do, you need money.
Money, yes.
Money to put gas in the car, money to buy food for breakfast, lunch, or whatever, dinner, right? Money to it, that is the reality. So it with the digital income, right? Even if that is what afforded me to retire earlier. So because we know if you rely as well on just your Canada pension plan or in the US, right? A pension plan, it is really not enough. It's
Yes.
really not enough. So that is the reality nangyayari ngayon.
Ayan.
So, ang sarap ng flexibility. Oh my gosh! Yes, now we're back to reality, right? But you have been revived, re-energized.
Yes.
That is the quality of life. You don't want to just exist. You want to live life. Di
Yes,
ba?
absolutely, yes. So sabi ni
Oo.
Ella, ayan, parang the domino effect. Yes, yung sinasabi mo, coach, kanina that whatever is happening in other parts of the world are
Oh,
also
yes.
impacting us here.
Yes.
So, yan.
Very much so. A lot of industries, right? And we
Mm.
know, okay, we're not delving into politics, but we know that the tariffs, that's happening, a
No.
lot of companies are being affected, right?
Yes.
So they're now look and see. It's like they don't know if they have a job tomorrow, right? Because if the company cannot really sustain that, they'll have to let go of people because they have to survive.
Yes.
Companies
Definitely.
have to survive.
Yeah.
So nobody's indispensable. So really, I tell people you need to equip yourself. Your education is not enough. Learn about the digital space. What is happening? AI. Because
Yes.
the more informed you are, right? The more skills you have,
Mm.
the more, hindi naman indispensable, but the more, how do we say, um, yung, uh, how, pag marami kang skills, di ba? Oh, you can ride the tide. You can
Mm.
ride the tide. Pag wala kang skills, kung ngayon ka lang magsa-start ng, ano ba tong AI? Ano ba to? Too late ka na. You have to start now, learning little by little. 'Di
Yes.
ba?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I could do it, if I could do it, anybody could do it.
Yeah.
Yes, totally. Anybody can really do it.
Yes,
Talagang it's just the limiting belief, just like what we discussed
correct.
last
Mindset,
episode, right? Yeah.
mindset.
Definitely. So, so let's see. If you are like someone who understands now that there are factors that can change your situation kung you are employed right now and you're thinking to diversify, to check, or explore opportunities online or virtually,
Mhm.
pero meron kang mga misconceptions about online opportunities. Ano ba 'yun? Ano ba yung what do you think is the biggest misconception ng mga tao na maybe kinda skeptical, still skeptical in, diving into online opportunities?
Hmm,
Sige,
okay.
coach.
Sino? One
Coach
of the
Coach
misconceptions,
Joseph, sige.
Yeah. Okay.
ano yun?
Yeah, no. So before I answer that question, though, I do just want to add something about what Ariane, what you're talking about in terms of the global pandemic really taught us a lot of things, right? But one of the things that I really focused on was to really see whether this digital business is gonna fail or be successful, right? And sure enough, during the pandemic, all, if not most, of the companies that are on the digital space thrived. They've
Mm,
all profited, right? So, to be honest with you, at that point, 2019, 2020, 2021, that's
Hmm.
when I really felt that digital business is the way to go. Kasi nga, it's proven that it can withstand the
Mhm.
economic downturns. What's the best way to test it? During the global pandemic, diba? So
mm,
I just want to add that to the people who are actually debating or thinking or on the fence about digital business. It is the future because it is scalable and stable
mm,
for the future, right? So that's one thing I want to add. The second thing I want to add, yung what Coach Mildred had said about people are losing their jobs, right? But because of the tariffs, well, guess what? People are getting hit both sides. Not just they're losing their jobs, they have to pay the taxes because the taxes gets passed on to the consumer.
mm.
So they're
Yeah.
getting they're
Correct.
getting
Yes.
they're getting impacted both ways, right? Their jobs, if they
Mm,
lose their jobs, and then
mm.
now they have to pay the taxes because the taxes is something
Oh.
that they have to endure. So again, that's why it's so important to diversify your income. And here we are talking about the digital business as as people think one income source. Well, guess what? This digital business has multiple sources of income in
Yes.
one business, digital business. Diba?
Mhm.
We have four or five. I heard the fifth one today,
Mhm.
but we know of four
Mhm.
multiple income streams in this digital business. Four ways to earn. So one of the best in the world in this digital business. So to answer your question about the misconception, I'll give you number one. People think because they feel that they have to be tech savvy,
Mm.
Mm,
right? They have to be tech savvy
Yeah.
to operate a digital business. That's not true because we can prove it ourselves. We have business partners on this community. Now they don't have technical background, Some of them
Yes.
are caregivers. Some of them are nurses. Some of them are realtors or lawyer or doctors, right? Engineers or whatever, right? They
Mm-hmm.
are in this digital business. It's not because of they didn't have knowledge on technical things, but it's because they have the mindset, the strong
Mhm.
mindset to overcome
Yes.
any challenges that they face, right? They say, right, 80%, was it 80% is mindset and 20% is the actual work that we do in
Yes.
this digital
Yeah,
business.
80 or sometimes even 90.
Even 90 as right? 90, and then 10% is all the different tasks. But
Yes,
the good
yes.
thing about this digital business, we have automation. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
really the technicality things is really something that we just have to learn, and then it's not difficult to learn. It's more of that's why we need the coaching and mentorship, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why we
Mhm.
have a very what you
Yeah.
call a a full service on this, a full package in
Mm-hmm.
this digital business. So to me, I would say the tech savvy is one misconception. So I'll give what Coach Mildred, your turn.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. The number one thing I hear about online businesses, oh, it's a scam. That's
Oh,
a scam, right? We see that all the time. I even thought that, is this for real? Are they real people or are
Yeah.
they actors just being paid to talk, right? Yes, there are scams online, but not all online businesses are scams. So the key here is really to do your homework, you
Yeah.
know, look for transparency. Are these people real? You
Mhm.
know, are these real people behind it? And that's why when I saw my coaches, I said, "Oh my gosh, they're for real." Yeah, I knew it because we had some common friends, right? And so, and you also have to look for a business model that offers genuine products and services, because if there are no products, there are no services, then that is a scam, right?
Mhm.
So that's number one, that it is a scam.
Mhm.
Number two, okay, another thing, because tayo, the three of us, right? But when it comes to people like me, some people will think, oh my gosh, I'm too old to start. Oh my gosh, I'm too old to learn something new. No. So in the digital world, age doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Okay. Do I look like my age?
Yes, of course
Most
not. Yeah.
most of my friends are actually much younger than me, right? Why? Because I gel with them. We resonate, right? And so in the digital space, your age doesn't matter. What matters? Mindset. Again, mindset matters, right?
Mhm.
Because many successful online entrepreneurs started on the way to retirement or even at retirement. Why, right? Because they saw, oh my gosh, there's still an opportunity. This is the time when I have, my gosh, all my skills already honed. I know what to do. That's not the time to retire for a lot of people. It's a time to like really do more or give back and help other people also become successful, right? So I
Yes.
say it's never too late to learn and thrive.
Yes,
Huh?
absolutely. You're right, coach.
Di ba?
Yes. I
Oo,
love that.
tama yun.
Kasi when you reach a certain age, I think, no, parang, ewan ko, napapagod na ba yung mga tao and they're thinking
Oo.
that they can't do anything else other than the skills that they know,
Yeah.
right? Where
But you
when
know
in
what?
fact,
Not
pwede mo
everybody thinks like
dagdag.
that. Not everybody thinks like
Yeah,
that. They
yeah,
said, my gosh, I'm too young to be old, right? You heard that saying, I'm too young to be old. I've got so much to give. This is when, oh my gosh, I'm not ready to just sit down on a
yeah.
rocking chair and just knit. That
Mm.
is the picture of like retirement. Just knit or just relax, take it easy. No, I have to say, I have been refired into the online space. I
Yes.
found a new way, a new avenue that I could really thrive and help
Mm.
others, and empower others to thrive and live their best lives. Why
Yeah.
not? If you still feel that you have a lot to give,
Mm.
a lot to share, why not do that, right?
Contribute, right?
You're right. That is
Yeah,
a pa. If I may share one more,
yeah,
they will
yeah.
say, "Oh, the market is already saturated. There's already too much." No, that's far from true, right? Because why? Because the online world keeps on growing.
And
And
it's
there's
global.
always room. What's that?
it's global. Like you
That's
can
right.
reach.
We're global. And there's always room for your unique voice, your story, your niche. Yeah, other
Yeah.
people will resonate with you. So people connect with authenticity, not just the products. Who are you? They will
Mhm,
connect with you because maybe they like your voice, or
mhm,
maybe they like what you say, or your
mhm,
story resonates with them. Whatever it is, people connect online because of your story, because of
mhm.
who you are, your authenticity, right?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Mm-mm.
Sabi ni Coach Coach Mildred, sabi ni Ella, "Sure ka ba na you're older than us because you always look radiant?"
Oh,
Because
I love
you're always so
you.
positive. Yeah, the mindset plays
Yan
a big
yan.
part of that.
Yan ang
Yeah.
key.
Yeah, and
Yan ang
then
key dyan.
Larry said, ayan, some misconception on digital business is that many think they'll earn big. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yes, correct.
Here, Kuya Larry.
Parang
Yeah.
get rich quick. Get rich
Yes,
quick, di ba?
within weeks just
No.
by setting up a website or running ads. And if
Mm-mm.
I may add to this and what Kuya Joseph said, like a lot of people think or the misconception is that yung sa pagiging tech savvy, they need to be tech savvy. Parang akala siguro nila they need to like program or like somewhat like a support work na you have to really study a software or an application or something so that you can
No.
get going. But no, yun, baka kasi naisip nila, ay, kailangan ko maging techie or I have to be tech savvy or I have to know this. I have to know how to like really navigate on the social media. Paano ba to ginagawa? Yun. Tsaka yung mga terms, na hindi naiintindihan ng iba because they think it's technically inclined or mas related sa tech. Yan. I think medyo overwhelming for people who are not yet like immersed into the technical world na pag nakita nila yung mga terms, nagugulat sila, ano yan? But again, then again, we have ChatGPT, we have Google, we have other resources na pwede nating tanungin, 'di ba?
Mhm.
So it's easy to learn. It, again, it will boil down to mindset.
Yeah, they
Right?
get intimidated. They get intimidated by it.
Yes, that's the word,
Yeah,
Kuya.
yeah.
Right.
Tingnan mo ko, hindi na ako intimidated sa inyo.
You don't have to be.
You know, if they can learn it, I can learn it too. That's the
Yes.
Right.
attitude. Diba?
What
That's
Ano ba
attitude.
yan? Parang
what
ano ba yan? Ano ba yan kailangan dyan? Okay, maybe I may be slower, right? I may be slower in trying to grasp the whole concept. Ano ba yung concept na yan? Parang ang hirap intindihin. But if you just open your mind, it will come little by
Yeah.
little, you know? It will
Yep.
come.
Yes. Sabi mo
The-
nga, coach, it's all about lifelong learning.
Correct. Correct. Kaya
Now,
tama si Ella. Ella, this is the key to being young, forever young.
yes.
I found the fountain of youth. Ang fountain of youth pala, itong online business.
Yes.
Hindi hindi yung mga botox, hindi plastic surgery. Ito lang, okay na, di ba? O, nakita-kita naman.
May ebidensya.
Ay, nako. This is the thing I love about this, right? Yes, we have an online business. Yes, we are doing this, promoting. But you know what? We also have fun doing this,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
We have fun because we're learning, we're having fun, we laugh. You know, that for me is what business is. Business is not
Mm,
all, serious stuff and all that. This is all part of the learning process. And when
yes.
you look at it at that point, from that point of view, then it's easier to learn
Yeah.
if you're more
Mm,
relaxed, right? And
mm.
just open your mind to it.
Relax,
Yes, true.
relax, relax.
Relax. It's easier to absorb the
Correct.
information when
Yes.
you're having fun, 'di ba?
Yeah. And there's no judgment, right? You work on it on your own speed,
Yes. Yeah.
on your own pace, 'di ba? But we're here. We're all here to support, to help, to encourage, to motivate each other to succeed. And that's
Oh,
what we do. And that's why I love it because it's so, the leaders that we have here are also very, they're so giving, right? Servant leaders. Yun, lahat
yeah.
encompassing.
Yes, yes. Amazing, amazing. Don't you love this topic?
I love it. I love it. Hindi
And
kasi iba-iba rin yung points natin, 'di ba? So
yes.
si Arian yung ating bunso,
Yeah.
our youngest, 'di ba?
Yeah.
'Di
Pero
ba? It's
I'll
so
skip on
nice
the
to hear.
misconception kasi there's a lot. Like there's really a lot, and I agree to your answers and Coach Joseph. Like there are people talaga na skeptical about online
Oo.
businesses in general kasi yun nga ang dami nilang iniisip, but those are all just limiting beliefs in their head. Kasi why not? Like why not try? Why not explore? You know, you'll just read. You'll just watch, right? Kasi
Kasi nga
dyan na
bago, 'di ba? It's new,
yes,
Arian. It's not the
yes.
traditional way of learning. In school, we learn, okay,
Hmm,
you have to go to school to be a nurse, go to school to be a teacher, a
hmm,
social worker, an IT developer, a lawyer, a nurse, a doctor, ganyan. Pero
mm.
ito iba, online. Wow,
Yes.
it's a different concept. So how
Mhm.
do you wrap your head around it, right? Ito yun. Again, it boils down to having an open
The
mindset.
mindset, yes,
It
correct.
all boils down to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, now, let's compare naman. Let's compare online businesses from traditional or brick and mortar businesses. How does online businesses offer scalability and flexibility compared to a traditional business? Para naman malaman nila na what are parang the advantages of having, a business that's virtual online? Yan.
Ay, naku,
Sino?
ang dami.
Dami, marami.
Ang dami. Okay, sino gusto? Okay, Coach Joseph, ikaw naman.
Okay.
Ang dami.
Okay, thank you. So I don't know if our viewers know. So my wife and I used to own a franchise business of massage therapy in Coach in Square One. We had a
Wow!
Oh.
yeah, that was
Ay, amazing.
5 year. Yeah, we operated it for 5 years. So we owned the
Mm.
franchise. We operated it.
Mhm.
The biggest, obviously, the biggest challenge we have is obviously the fixed cost, right? The fixed cost
Mhm.
is what makes it or breaks it in a business, any business
Hmm.
whatsoever, right? So what we learned on the traditional business, brick and mortar business, expenses. If you don't have revenue to
Mm.
support your expenses, you're pretty much
Mhm.
gonna go bankrupt in a way, right? Kaya sa akin,
Hmm.
that's why I sort of lean more towards the digital business kasi nga, if you want, obviously you want to be successful, right? And for you to be successful, obviously you need to have cash. You need to have revenue uh, versus expenses or your profit. So without without that, you're not going to survive. So that's one thing, right? So on the financial side, that's one thing. The other
Mhm.
things are it's hard on a person to manage a traditional business because you're local, your clientele is local, your what do you call this? Your marketing, your staff members, you have to recruit, you have to train, you have to do many other tasks that you're pretty much the jack of all trades when you're owning a traditional business. But in the digital business, it's so easy. It's so there's not much overhead, right? You just learn a new process and you learn
Mhm. Mhm.
technology and you apply it and it's repetitive and you can automate it. That's the other thing, right? You can use the technology to your advantage on a digital business, whereby on a traditional, it's hard. It's very first of all, it's expensive. And number two, you would hire people like Ariane to program it and then other people to sort of support the logistics, right? So to
Mm.
me, marami, there's so many really factors that it's not even comparable. To be honest with you, when I
Yeah.
compare our old traditional business versus the digital business,
Mhm.
it's night and day.
Yeah.
It's night and day, and it's obviously leaning more towards the digital business. Kasi nga, but at the end of the day, what makes you successful is to stay alive and thriving on this digital business, which is to be more profitable, right? It really is about the numbers, to be honest with you, right? Bottom line, it's the numbers. So to me, that's my answer. It really is no competition between the two, to be honest with you.
Mhm. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Dami nun talaga, 'di ba? Inano mo yung because if you have a physical business, That means yung startup cost pa lang, the startup cost. You have to have a place to rent, or if you own a place, the utilities,
Yep.
and then you have to pay staff, right? So another limitation there is customers must visit in person only, di ba, to buy. With
Yeah.
an online business, oh my gosh, it's 24/7. And who's your market? It's not just your community or your local, subdivision. It is global, the whole world. Oh my goodness. So of course, with the brick and mortar, of course the hours are fixed, di ba? When the store closes, income stops.
Yep.
But online, even if you sleep, it's still open. Your online store is open.
Yep. Worldwide.
All yeah, 24/7 talaga.
Yeah.
It is 24/7. So really with the online business, we have much lower startup costs and fewer ongoing expenses. How many people have we heard share their stories about them having a brick and mortar business, right? They had maybe two or three pizza places, or other small businesses like dry cleaners. And
Mm.
then the one, really, that was a huge startup cost because they put up a coffee shop before COVID, right? And they spent like almost $1 million for the franchise of the coffee shop. But then before COVID, they said, "Oh, it's not really doing very well. Let's try another." They bought another franchise.
Wow.
Yes. So that's almost $2 million.
My
But
God.
then the global crisis happened.
Mm.
So what happened? They were only able to recoup just a tiny portion of the 2 million because everything else was lost. Can you imagine that? The
Wow.
scale, like, can you imagine 1 million per franchise and they got two? Whereas here, it is a fraction of the cost, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, and it's a win-win situation. It is a win-win because the products what we have are really amazing. We use them, right? They are for health and wellness. So we use them. And then that starts your business, right? It's also easier to automate and scale. Yan,
Mm.
scalability, automation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no the difference, right? Between that, I will take an online business anytime. Look, as again, because I just came from up north, I didn't have to worry about the shop. I didn't have, it was running on automation while I was enjoying my life. You can, travel. People have traveled. A lot of us that are now in Europe because there are conventions there that they're speaking at.
Mm.
The online business still runs in the background on automation. How awesome is that? How
Yes.
awesome is that? Oh,
Awesome.
di ba?
Incredible.
Grabe talaga.
Yeah, but I just wanna emphasize from what Kuya Joseph said about, it's easy. That's why we are comparing to a traditional or brick and mortar business, because it's still a business, right? And without sales, without the profit, you don't have a business. Yun lang yung sinasabi ni Kuya Joseph kanina. So I just don't want people to have, again, a misconception that it is easy. It's still a business and you have to run it. You have to run it. So we're not me personally, I'm not gonna say that it's easy, but it's easier than a brick and mortar and traditional business.
It's
Definitely.
simpler, simpler.
Simpler.
Not
Yes.
really easy, but it's simpler. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah, you're
Mhm.
right. And then here, in the online space, dahil vast ang information, there's a lot of companies that's, investing online, and then they're creating their own like tools na pwedeng i-plug in sa mga kung ano-anong ginagamit natin, mga software online, web-based, mga ganyan. There are multiple income streams.
Yes.
So
Yes.
even us when we have this digital business, we also like post on our social media pages, and there's a lot of us too in this community na even when we have even when we're running this digital business, we earn from Facebook or
Yeah.
Meta because we're using the tool, right? So that's another income stream. So
Mm.
if
Yeah.
you grow those the business itself, social media following and all of that, nagkakaroon din ng iba-ibang variations of how you can really earn online. So that's more than one income streams, right? So ang daming possibilities.
Ang
And
dami.
again, it boils down to being open-minded.
Yes. Yes. Correct.
Yes, how
Yeah.
creative you are. Kaya nga sabi natin, even when there's AI and the technology is booming, hindi mapapalitan pa rin yung utak ng mga tao. Kasi
Yes.
iba pa rin yung creativity na
Mhm.
binigay ni Lord, ni God, sa iba-ibang, people, person na pwedeng gamitin yon so that they can earn more and use
Mhm.
these tools, in the internet so that they can have more for their families too. And also, I just want to emphasize about scale kasi madami din pong mga tao na hindi nila alam yung scaling. Baka hindi nila naiintindihan. So, imagine you are, like Kuya Joseph said, meron siyang massage therapy branch.
Clinic. Yeah.
Yes. And it's local, nasa isang mall. Tama ba, kuya?
Yeah.
Square one.
Square
So,
one.
Square
if
one
you
pa. Ang
want,
mahal ng rent doon, ah.
yes, yes, it's a big mall in here
Yeah.
in Toronto, right? So, if Kuya Joseph wants to scale it up, he will create more branches like outside of that
Yeah.
mall,
Yeah.
iba-iba. So
Mm.
imagine how much work, effort, money they have to really put in that business so that it thrives. Like you really have to wait for years, many
Mm.
Yeah.
years, so that you can
Yeah.
get ROI, those stuff. Business stuff, right? Like literal na business stuff. But in a digital business, if you have a virtual business, online business, yan, mas madali siyang i-manage
Yes.
than having that physical,
Yeah.
shop or store. So
Mhm.
if you want to scale it up, like for example, I do have this digital business. I want to scale it up by promoting it to other countries other than Canada. So I can
Mhm.
do that. Market
Yes.
in other countries. So that's what scaling up your business means. Ayan,
Yes.
para naintindihan nila.
Parang they can access from all over the world,
Yes, yes.
right?
And that's the beauty of it. That's why really this is the future kasi
Mhm.
we can get more out of it,
Mhm.
like in
Yep.
this online space.
Mhm.
So yan. Oh, ang haba na. Naka 1 hour na tayo.
Wow! Ang dami kasi.
Oh
Very
my God.
interesting kasi
Let's see.
talaga.
Um,
Mhm.
we can actually skip the other questions na lang. Let's wrap it up.
Okay.
Okay. So, hold on. Let's flash it into the screen. Ayan. That we had a lot of like interesting topics here that we discussed today about digital businesses in general. So if people delay or ignore the digital shift, diba? What happens now? Ano ba yung mamimiss nila? And what simple first steps can someone take to explore this path seriously? Eh, nawala na naman si Coach Mildred.
Ayaw,
So,
ayaw niya
yes.
yung question. Ayaw niya yung question.
Ayan. Mauna ka na, kuya. While Coach Mildred
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's make use of the time now. So
Yes.
what happens? What
Yeah.
Ayan,
happens?
late na ulit.
Sorry. The dog was going to eat something from the counters. So I had to stop. Yes, we have a dog.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, guys. Yes, go ahead.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So you want me to go ahead? So I will say, I would say people would fall behind economically, right? But if they delay and if they ignore the digital shift, they're gonna get left behind, and
Mm.
it's even harder even to catch up if you are too far behind, diba? So I would say that that's to me that would be a big huge setback, especially when obviously they want to make that change for themselves and for their family, for their future, right? The other thing is about missing the compounding opportunities, right? These things compound, especially on
Mhm.
when you obviously want to start earning income. It compounds, and the more you wait, well, you could be talking about more expenses come
Mm.
to your end, and that will also
Mhm.
compound, right? So to me, I really people really have to really think about what they want to do in life, and really look at multiple ways to really diversify their I just call it portfolio or their lifestyle, diba? Kasi it, like Coach Mildred said, having one income now these days is not enough. It really is not enough.
Mhm.
And kasi nga marami pang there's so many things in terms of expenses, inflation, cost of living, especially when you have kids. My gosh, obviously you want to make sure you take care of them. You put them in a good school. You give them whatever they need, clothes, whatever, right? That they need for bikes or whatever they need kids can get very expensive, right? So to me you really have to really look ahead, really
Mhm.
once. In sa kami ni Arian, our the motto in project management is
Yeah.
you have to be one step ahead every time,
Mhm.
right? Kasi one, you don't want surprises. Number two is you want to make sure that whenever you're asked the question, you know the answer. That's why you always one step ahead. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. Is being very resourceful, being very assertive, being able to focus on the future ahead of you is very important. Hey, the dog is talking to me.
Yeah. Hello. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, wag mo naman ignoren. Wag mo naman ignoren, oh.
No, because my son had to leave, so she's
Hmm.
like crying. Oh,
Oh,
where did you go? Where
Oh,
did you?
wow.
I'm here. Come
Oh,
here.
anyway, ikaw
This
naman,
is a
Coach
good
Mildred. You.
question.
also
Okay.
before Coach Mildred, so
Mm.
let's just flash here. Ayan. Take note, everyone. That
Ah, just look at me.
if you wanna, di ba?
Ella,
Stay
ask
young.
me how.
I
Want to
think,
stay young? Ask me how.
alam mo, I think they're looking for a mascot. Ay, mascot sa ano.
Ella, okay na ba ako maging mascot?
I think some people fear the judgment and it
Judgment.
becomes
Yes.
detrimental. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Coach
true.
Kuya Larry, yeah, it's true.
And then technology is a resource we can use, but it cannot replace. Yes, definitely.
Of
Yep.
It won't
course. Of
replace.
course.
That's why
Yes.
we don't have to be really scared about it, about exploring it. And you just have to take control of our future.
Mhm. Mhm.
So go ahead, coach.
Oh my gosh, this is so good. Why? Like, what happens if we miss on this? A lot of things, because when the mentality of a lot of people is, okay, when I finish my university or my master's, my PhD, whatever, I'm done and I can work. No, no, it doesn't work like that anymore, because your skills can become outdated.
Yeah.
So you have to always upgrade, learn something new, right? Because what happens, employers and businesses look for people who can use digital tools confidently. So without these skills, it becomes harder to stay competitive and relevant in the modern world. And that is really so true, especially if you're already in that world, right? Like kayo, you are in IT. Of course, you have to learn what are the new things. Ano bang latest ngayon? In my field, in social work, not so much. But also, again, there are tools, new tools to use. So if you're familiar with that, of course, the company or the organization will look up to you. Oh, let's talk to Mildred because she knows how to do this. So what happens? You become more relevant, you become competitive, right? And
Yes.
you have an edge. You have an edge that the other people do not have. So
Mhm.
you really have to learn new skills. Again, it goes back to lifelong learning.
Mm.
Lifelong learning. And why? Again, it's also tied into income opportunities. Because if you don't have those, they might be coming up for promotion They do because they have more skills and you don't have new skills. You just have the skills that you learned from university and you didn't learn anything more. So here, so for people, more and more people are learning online from, of course, from your digital business or remote work, right? Or online services. So if you ignore the digital shift, what's going to happen? You're also going to miss on multiple income streams. That could provide more freedom and security for you. Di ba? And
Yeah.
tama yung sabi ni Coach Joseph, you lose time catching up later, right?
Mhm.
Tapos, another thing is, you miss the freedom that a digital life brings. You know what? That term, digital nomad, you've heard that term. That term was only coined in the last few years.
Yes.
Well, nung other people who have been working for years and years, that was not even a term. So there's so many new terms now: digital nomad, an online entrepreneur, or a digital creator. These terms, these jobs did not exist before. And in the same manner, the other jobs that were here before are gone. Wala na. Because why? Kasi irrelevant na. Hindi na kailangan bago ng skills. Wala na yung trabahong yon. So really, to really to become more competitive and relevant, you have to learn these new skills. It
Mm.
is the new reality. Again, goes back to mindset, right?
Yeah.
Why do I have to do that? Yung iba ayaw talaga. No, this is what I learned. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep this. It's up to you. It's your choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's your life. But what
Yes.
do you want out of your life? Do you
Yes.
want to stay young like me? Happy,
Sabi nga ni
smiley?
Ella, or you're too pretty to be a mascot.
Thank you. Thank you. By the way, I want to invite everybody. We're going to sing this Saturday. Iba
Yes.
pang skill yan, ha?
Oh, 'di ba?
We have an event this
Very
Saturday.
talented. Oh.
Yun, you have to know your skills, right? We only
Yeah.
have one life to live, and you have so many skills. What are you going to do with that? Are you just
Yes.
going to keep that there dormant, or are you going to use it? Right? Use
Yes.
it.
Yes. It,
Use it.
if I may add to that, Coach, there's people na skeptical, and what happens is that they delay their digital shift, right? And they risk missing out on being an early adopter. So
Yes.
what's that? The early adopter advantage. So early adopters are the ones who really take action before the majority does. And yun
Mm,
yung sinabi mo, Coach, na if you learn the skills, learn something new, you build your authority faster.
that's right. Yes.
'Di ba? Before the crowd even arrives.
Mm-hmm.
When I started my digital business, I looked for friends from Dream Team, and I found two, but they didn't do the business. They were fence sitters, or
Oh.
maybe they were funded. So
Mm-hmm.
so I said, I'm the first one to do this in my circle of friends. And with
Mm-hmm.
that, I'm being an early adopter. And
That's
if this
right.
thrives, I would probably, I don't know, I'd leave it to the future. But, but isn't it exciting? Like, if you're an
It
early
is.
adopter and you do this consistently and you do not give up, you reap the bigger rewards, because these opportunities, they don't come twice, 'di ba? So right now, when the competition is still lower, why not like dive into being in the online space, exploring different opportunities. And it's not like having just one income stream or digital business. You can diversify into many different digital businesses. So we also have business owners here in the community who have other ventures that
Mm-hmm.
are
Yes.
related to the business that we have, the core business
Mm-hmm.
that we have, but they diversify into another business venture using their skills, the skills that they've learned in the core business,
Yeah.
right? So it's just
True.
really up to the creativity.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess that's it. We are 1 and 15 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is a very relevant topic. It is really, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
very good topic that needs to be addressed.
Yes, our message is that don't be scared to explore. Just take
Yes.
control of your own future
Yeah,
because you have you are the only one who have a say to what happens to you to what happens to
true.
you in the future. So
Yeah.
any last words for our audience coaches?
I would say just, keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Just take a look. You'll never know. My gosh, this is
Yeah.
probably, where you're supposed to be. And you use the skills that you have. And now you're able to do that and also help and empower others to thrive and live their best lives.
Mhm.
We are the examples, right? And
Yeah.
people see that. If people resonate with you, then and that's it. And it starts from there. Really start because my take on it, we only have one life to live.
Mm.
It's something that you don't know, then learn about it. Learn more about it. That's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
for me.
Thank
Diba?
you.
How
Thank you.
about Joseph?
Yeah, sa akin naman, start baby steps, right? Small baby steps, right? Take one step at a time, right?
Yeah.
Parang to me, it doesn't have to be, you have to go all in all the way. Just do your research, gather the facts, ask around, and do baby steps, right? Because if you look at the end of the end of the picture, whatever, the end of the tunnel, you're gonna get overwhelmed, right?
Mm.
So to me, just take baby steps. Because that's how it all starts. That's how the journey begins and how it really ends and how it transforms, towards your journey in life. So to me, just small steps and gather your facts, ask questions. That really is that
Yeah.
kasi dun mawawala yung skepticism nila eh.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
they don't do this, as baby steps and on their own, and to appease themselves, that's the only way they can overcome the skepticism, really. And that's what I did. That's what I did, right? So, yeah, and I'm hoping that people are listening and people are really opening their minds about the future and look at their current situation and see where are you going to be, where do you think you're going to be in the next 2 3 5 years, right? And if
Mm-hmm.
you don't think you're going anywhere, then you got to start looking somewhere else, right? And looking for other opportunities like this digital business. So that's sort of what I would recommend to everyone. I mean,
Yes,
they,
absolutely.
they have to
Thank
be accountable on their own.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
definitely. Thank you, Kuya Joseph. Thank you, Coach Mildred, for
Yeah.
joining us
Thank you too.
here in this episode. It's a very interesting topic, mind blowing, right? And I guess I'll just say these final words. So just take control of your future, and try to, as Coach Mildred said, open your mind to possibilities, to opportunities, and you'll see, maybe this is really one that's life changing for you. So there's a lot of opportunities online. You can explore that, but we have one for you that's really legit and worth it. If you want to check it out, you just, visit our website that's flashed on the screen. And I guess that's it. Like, we will take it from there. We'll guide you and assist you. And we will remove that fear so that you can really immerse or dive into this
Yes.
digital business opportunity.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And because of this, the community that we have, you just need to surround yourself consistently with people who are already in the space
Yes.
because it shortens the learning curve, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So you can thrive faster
Mm-hmm.
and more
Yes.
efficient. Yeah. So that's it from us today, tonight.
Yes.
What an interesting topic. Thank you so much, coaches, Coach Joseph,
Oh,
Coach
thank you
Mildred,
too.
and
Thank you,
thank
Ariane.
you to those who watched us today. Thank you, Ella. Thank you,
Yes.
Mary.
Larry.
And for
Yes.
those who will watch this on
Mm-hmm.
replay. So
Mm-hmm.
tune in again next week for your next chapter every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Good
Yes.
night, everybody.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
hosting.
everybody.
Thank you for
Maraming
hosting.
salamat po sa inyong lahat. Thank you for hosting, Arian. Awesome job.
Bye.
Bye
See you
bye.
guys next week.